Hi, it's one of your hosts, Ruth with Lion Culture Media. Welcome to our study on the women of the Bible. Today, we observe the gospel through the life of Eve. Eve's story, while often associated with the fall of humanity, also contains elements that point to the gospel and the redemptive work of Christ. Here are a few ways we can see the gospel through Eve. The promise of redemption after the fall. God pronounces a curse on the serpent and makes a promise in Genesis 3:15, often referred to as the proto-evangelium or first gospel. God says that the offspring of the woman will bruise the serpent's head, indicating a future victory over evil. This is seen as the first hint of the gospel, with Christ being the ultimate fulfillment of this promise as he triumphs over sin and death. The need for a savior. Eve's disobedience, along with Adam's, led to the entrance of sin into the world, highlighting the need for a savior. This sets the stage for the entire biblical narrative, which culminates in the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ as the solution to humanity's sin problem. The role of a woman in God's plan. Eve's designation as the mother of all living, Genesis 3:20, underscores the significance of women in God's redemptive plan. Just as Eve played a pivotal role in the early chapters of Genesis, Mary, a descendant of Eve, played a crucial role in the gospel story by giving birth to Jesus, the Savior of the world. The foreshadowing of sacrifice. After Adam and Eve sinned, God made garments of skin to cover their nakedness. Genesis 3:21. This act required the shedding of blood, foreshadowing the sacrificial system in the Old Testament and ultimately pointing to the ultimate sacrifice of Jesus on the cross for the atonement of humanity's sins. The contrast of the second Adam. The New Testament presents Jesus as the second Adam, 1 Corinthians 15:45-49. While the first Adam's disobedience brought sin and death into the world, Jesus, the second Adam, brought righteousness and life through his obedience. This contrast highlights the redemptive work of Christ in reversing the effects of the fall. Through these aspects of Eve's story, we can see glimpses of the gospel message and God's plan for redemption, which is fully revealed in the person and work of Jesus Christ. That's all for today. Join us next time as we dive deeper into another woman of the Bible's role according to the gospel. Also, make sure to subscribe for more from us.